Hello and welcome to today's video. This is once again a Snakes and Ladders TBR video. So for this month, for our November TBR, we are going to be playing the Snakes and Ladders TBR game to pick some books and find some books to read for the month. As simple as that. We roll 5 times, move around the board, we start the board where we ended off last month, and every square is associated to a colour, and that colour decides the type of prompt that is given, and then we find a book to fulfill the prompt. If you want full instructions, full like in-depth every single thing you could possibly think of, I will link January's video up above where I'll go through it in detail, but you don't really need to know more than that. As long as you've played Snakes and Ladders before, you'll get the hang of it as we go along. It's pretty self-explanatory, so there should be no issue. Now, I did decide not to pick a punishment prompt for this month. I've not finished my TBR for October, and normally that would consist of getting a punishment prompt to make this month even harder. But I've been ill during October, and I did not want to punish myself for that, so we're not doing that this month. We're going to go straight into the rolls. I don't think I've got anything going on in November. The only thing I'll need to complete is the buzzword reading prompt for the month, but except for that, like, there's no readathons, there's no challenges, there's nothing I'm doing. My main goal is just to get some of the books off my physical TBR and actually read them, so let's go. Okay, roll number 1 is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is green, which is other, and the other prompt is, oh, a wild card. That's nice. That basically means I can pick anything at all. So as you'll have just seen, roll number 1 was other, and oh, the other prompt was wild card. For this, I've decided to pick A Wizard of Earthsea. I know absolutely nothing about this book, quite intentionally, so one of the prompts for this year's r/fantasy bingo board is to read a book just based on solely the cover, like know nothing else about it. So I went around some charity shops a few months ago and found this. I thought the cover was really cool. It looks like something I could enjoy. I think that's a dragon. It looks fantasy, and I'm intrigued. So yeah, that's what I'm picking. I swear, if you do want to know more, you can pause and read the back of the book for yourself, but to fulfill the r/fantasy prompt, I'm not going to know anything before going into it. Okay, roll number 2 is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is type. Type is yellow, and the type prompt is a hardback. Okay, yeah, we can also do that. Then roll number 2, we got a type prompt, and the type of book we find in is a hardback. So for this one, I've decided the best thing to do, and the thing that I'm like happiest and most excited to do, is finish a trilogy. The trilogy is called the Ending Fire trilogy, and the book is the Ending Fire. This is the 3rd and final book in this series. I technically haven't yet finished book 2. I am about 3/4 of the way through the 2nd book, but like, I'm not worried about that. I'll definitely finish it. So I'm going to put the 3rd book on the TBR. The 1st book in this series is called The Final Strife, and we follow people who all have different coloured blood, and the colour of your blood decides where you are in society. It's very interesting. It took a lot of turns that I was not expecting, and it was just very, very fun, but also devastating. It was one of those where it was just like, because you weren't expecting anything, like every twist was so good, so interesting. The way book 1 ended, I knew I needed book 2 straight away. I went and got book 2, and I've been slowly making my way through it. I think because I've been listening to it as well as reading along, I've been using the library, and I've still actually got 30 days left of the audiobook for book 2, but I've only got 4 hours of listening time left, so yeah, we'll put book 3 on the TBR for November. Okay, roll number 3 is a 7. Yeah, that's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit. Okay, that's TBR jar. So we will get that jar out and cross our fingers and hope for the best. Okay, so as you'll have just seen, roll number 3, we got the TBR jar. It's actually very dusty. I haven't used it in ages. But this is every single book that was on my physical TBR at the end of 2023. So on the last day of 2023, every single book on my physical TBR I printed off and put it in a jar. Right, I'm having trouble with it not focusing on my face, but hopefully you can see this. Let's go for this one. Oh, okay. This was one of the like Cassandra Clare books, but I actually unhauled this. I decided I wasn't interested in reading it. Let's pick another. Okay. Oh, okay, this is Coldplay. I've already read that this year. Yeah, this is the trouble at using this at the end of the year. There's going to be a lot in here that it's just like I've already read. I'm trying to get one that like I can't see because a lot of them are coming undone. Like a lot of them I can already see like that. So trying to get one that I can't see what it is. Okay, yeah, okay, this works. So this is The Librarian of Auschwitz. I haven't read it, so I guess I'll give it a go. This is one that I'm not sure if I'll actually enjoy, but it's one that I feel like has a lot of like people talking about it. Like I've heard a lot of people talk about it, so it is one that I want to give a go. There it is. There it is. So yeah, this will be going on the TBR. This is based on a true story of Dieter Krass. 14-year-old Dieter is one of the many imprisoned by the Nazis at Auschwitz-Birkenau. I really hope I said that right. Dieter becomes the secret librarian of the camp, tasked with taking charge of the small collection of precious books the prisoners have managed to smuggle past the guards. But books are extremely dangerous. They make people think, and nowhere are they more dangerous than Block 31 of Auschwitz, where the slightest transgression can result in execution, no matter how young the transgressor. Yeah, let's give it a go. It sounds interesting. I just don't know how I feel about fiction surrounding something so horrible, honestly. Like if this was a memoir I would be really excited, but I'm just really not sure how to feel about this being fiction. So yeah, we'll give it a go. I've never read anything like this, so I am, you know, intrigued enough to give it a go. Okay, roll number 4 is an 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is blue. Blue is game, and the game prompt is random word generator. Okay, so for this one I will generate a random word, and that word either needs to be in the title or like associated with it. So if the word ended up being something like spooky, it could just be something you associate with spooky. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Okay, prompt number 4, we got game, and the game is random word generator. So I'm going to go to randomwordgenerator.com and generate a word. Generate a word, please. Okay, the word we've got, hopefully you can see that. I'm just going to take a screenshot. I don't think I can get the thing to focus. There should be a screenshot somewhere here. No, the word we've got is real. Real. So normally for something like this it'd be like the word in the title or something to do with the word on the cover, but like that to me is more like if the word was something like moon, the big word moon in the title and moon on the cover. But real, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have a look and see what I can find. Okay, I think I'm going to interpret this quite loosely, but I feel like random word generator, real for me means it's a real book, like it's about something real, or it's maybe non-fiction. Non-fiction is something that's real, so I think I'm going to pick a non-fiction book that I'm really excited to get to. This is Machine Readable Me, and it is very like real in the sense it's literally about like day-to-day lives and how technology affects them. So I feel like this can work. As we go about our day-to-day lives, digital information about who we are is gathered from all angles via biometric scans, passport application, and of course social media. This data can never fully capture our complex fluid identities over decades of our lives. Yet, this data populates numerous databases we may not even be aware of that can make life or death decisions such as who is allowed access to welfare benefits or who is granted food parcels, a safe password or borders. A joy of humanity is being able to decide who we are and how we represent ourselves publicly and privately. Thanks to an over-reliance on government bureaucracy upon systems which assume that digital avatars are representative enough data about our identities, can restrict the paths available to us in life, professionally and personally, often strengthening systematic inequalities along the way. Machine Readable Me considers how and why data that is gathered about us is increasingly limiting what we can and can't do in our lives, and crucially what the alternatives are. I know it's a loose interpretation of the word, but I'm going to go for this. I'm really excited to read it, and it's actually a buddy read, so yeah, me and Jay are going to read this together and make a like review kind of video on it. We technically are still running the book club, but we've gone very MIA with it, but this is the final book of the year, so we're gonna, you know, put the final video out. And unfortunately this is probably the announcement that the book club will not be coming back for next year. It just isn't fitting into our lives right now, but I do still want to finish it off and still want to finish the final book on it. And then the fifth and final roll is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is game again, and the game prompt is tarot card pick. Okay, so we'll get a tarot card out and see if we can get something that is vibing with that. So yeah, that is our final roll. Okay, so the fifth and final roll was game, and the game was tarot card pick. So for this I essentially pick a tarot card and we pick a book based on that tarot card. So I have already pulled the tarot card, so I'll play that for you now. Okay, this is not how you'd normally do tarot cards, but this seemed like the easiest way. This is how I'm just gonna, you know, mix them all together and pick one out sort of thing. I'm pretty chill about this, and I could not be bothered to set it all up properly. So this is what we're doing. We are just mixing them all together, and I'll stop when I feel like it. Like now. Should we go for this one? This is The Magician. Okay, that actually works really well for picking out a book. So yeah, The Magician. Okay, so as you've just seen, the tarot card pulled was The Magician. So I feel like just based on this alone, I could go something magical or coven-like, or something with like a strong female character. Just something like very magical I feel like could work for this. But then I also have my little book that tells me exactly what it means, so I feel like I could pick something based on that as well. So yeah, I feel like we're either going to go the magical route or we're going to go with like something for a project. I have not picked this out yet, so let's have a look. What could we go with? Okay, I've actually decided what I'm going to pick. I don't have it yet. It comes out on the 31st of October, and there's magic in it. Magic is how this world is ruled and how this world works, and it's a third book in a series, and it's also going to be quite an interesting one for me because this is my most anticipated read of the year. So the book I'm going to go for is Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance. This is the third book in the Legacy series. It is a predicted 5 stars. It is a predicted favourite of the year. So I think this kind of makes sense to pick. It wouldn't surprise me if I start reading it on the 31st, but this book is estimated to be 752 pages, so it will definitely be into November that I'm reading it, so I'm going to go with it. It's one that I'm really excited for, and to be honest, the only other books that I could think of to fill this I've already started. The other one I was thinking of picking was Queen Bee, but I have already started that one, and because it's so short, I'm quite a big way into it, so it didn't feel quite okay to include it on a TBR when I'm so far into it. So I think, yeah, Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance is the way to go. Yeah, that is the 5th and final book picked. These are all of the books that we're reading this month, obviously, plus Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance. And I'm excited, I'm intrigued. Not where I expected my November reading to go, but I think it should still be a fun time. So yeah, that is absolutely everything from me. I will say the prompt for the buzzword reading challenge for this month, which is the only other thing that I am, you know, planning on doing, is only, so just a book with only in the title. I'm going to go for Always Only You, which is the 2nd book in the Bergman Brothers series. I read the 1st book during October and I enjoyed it. It was fairly decent, like I had a good time. I think the main reason I didn't love it was like the sport aspects, and I don't think that like follows on, you know, like book to book. It was just the characters in book 1 were really into sport. So yeah, I enjoyed the writing and I'm hoping I'll have a good time continuing on with the series. So I'm going to be reading book number 2, which is called Always Only You, and that will fulfill the buzz reading challenge prompt. And that is everything. That is absolutely everything I have to say. I'm hoping that November will be a good reading month. I have a few videos planned that I'm really hoping to get out. There's quite a few reading vlogs that are like projects I've been working on and they're just not finished. So hopefully November will be the month that they start coming out and you actually start seeing them. I would, fingers crossed, really hope. But yeah, that's it from me. I do really hope that you enjoyed the video. Please do give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe down below if you want to see more content like this, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!